What if forgiveness isn't actually about the person who hurt you? What if it has everything to do with setting yourself free? Well, that's the incredibly powerful idea we're diving into today, and it all comes from the amazing work of transformational leader Marie Diamond. So let's just take a second here. I want you to think about it. Any old pain, any grudge you might be carrying around, and ask yourself, honestly, is holding on to that emotional weight really doing anything for you? Or is it actually holding you back from the life you're meant to live? The thing is, we all have them, right? These invisible scars. Maybe it's a betrayal that still stings a little, or some criticism you heard years ago that still echoes in your head. Or maybe it's a mistake you made that you just can't seem to let yourself off the hook for. As we're about to see, these wounds, they don't just fade away on their own. And look, this stuff doesn't just stay in the past. It shows up today. It can be that nagging voice of self-doubt that makes you sabotage good things, or maybe you notice you hesitate to get really close to people because you're scared of getting hurt again. Sometimes it's this weird feeling like you're almost afraid to be truly deeply happy. It can even show up as real health problems like anxiety and depression. And the crazy part, so many of us carry this weight thinking it's just normal. But what if there was a key, a way to finally unlock that cage you might feel like you're in? Well, that key is forgiveness, but probably not in the way you've always thought about it. This isn't about being weak. It's about taking your power back. And this right here, this is the big mindset shift. Forgiveness is the act of freeing yourself. It has nothing to do with saying, oh, what you did was okay. Nope. It's not about letting anyone off the hook. It's about you making a conscious choice to cut the cord and decide right now that the past no longer gets to write the script for your future. And this quote just nails it. By choosing to forgive, you're giving yourself permission not to let what happened in the past ruin your whole life. Just listen to those words. Yourself, your life. See? Forgiveness is a gift of freedom that you give to yourself. So where is all this powerful stuff coming from? Well, our guide here is the incredible Marie Diamond. She's a world-renowned feng shui master, a best-selling author. You might even recognize her from the film The Secret. She's worked with huge corporations, and she's a founding member of the Transformational Leadership Council. Basically, her life's work is all about helping people create lives that are full of harmony and flow. Okay, so how do we actually do this? What does it look like in real life? Well, Marie's approach is all about clearing out the blockages in two main areas: your inner world and your outer world. The whole goal is to get that positive energy flowing freely. All right, first things first, we've got to look inside. Your inner world, that's the landscape of all your thoughts, your feelings, and yeah, your karma. And let's be honest, this is usually where the heaviest lifting needs to be done. And this inner work kind of breaks down into three main buckets. You've got emotional clearing, which is all about turning those heavy negative feelings into something positive. Then there's mental clearing. That's where you tackle those limiting beliefs and that negative voice in your head. And finally, karma clearing, which is about dealing with the energetic baggage from past actions. Now, this is where it gets super interesting. It's not just about your stuff. See, individual karma, that comes from your own life, your thoughts, your actions. But we also carry something called ancestral karma. These are negative patterns and energies that we actually inherit from our families, passed down through generations. And forgiveness, it's the tool that helps clear both. But it's not all just in your head and in your heart. The work doesn't stop there. A huge piece of this is understanding that your outer world, your home, your workspace, even your bank account, is a direct mirror of what's going on inside you. They're totally connected. So clearing out your physical world can have this massive, massive impact on your inner world. Tidying up is no longer just tidying up. It's about letting go of things that are tied to bad memories. Financial clearing, that's about forgiving yourself for money mistakes or any shame you feel around your finances. This is a huge principle in things like feng shui. You literally use your environment to help that good energy flow. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually, do it? This brings us to a super powerful, really practical tool that anybody can use. It's a ritual. And it's all built around a forgiveness letter. See, the whole point of this letter is to empower you. It's a totally safe space for you to get out all those unspoken emotions, to release all those blockages, and you never even have to talk to the other person. The healing is for you. It doesn't depend on them at all. And the ritual itself? It's so simple, but wow, is it powerful. Step 1, write. Pour every single thing onto that paper. No filter, just let it all out. Step 2, read.
You read it out loud to yourself and you really let yourself feel and acknowledge that pain one last time. And then, step 3, release. You burn the letter, safely of course, and as you watch it turn to smoke, you're symbolically letting that whole emotional burden go, for good.
Now, I gotta be real with you. This isn't a one-and-done kind of thing. It's not a magic pill. Real, lasting freedom comes when you make forgiveness a part of your life, an ongoing journey. And that brings us to maybe the most important takeaway of all. Forgiveness is not a one-time fix. It's more like emotional hygiene. It's a practice you do daily or weekly to keep yourself clear and to maintain that sense of inner peace and harmony. Because look, life is going to keep happening, right? There will always be new little annoyances or bigger frustrations that come up. There's always going to be something new to clear. The goal is to just find small, simple ways to weave forgiveness into your regular routine, to keep that channel clear and open. When you boil it all down, it comes back to one thing: empowerment. Forgiveness is the key. It's the tool that lets you finally unshackle yourself from the past and make a clean break. And you have to remember, you are the one holding that key. So I'll leave you with this one last big question. If you could really, truly let go of that weight you've been carrying, what would be possible for you then? What kind of new beginning will you create for yourself?